Good evening, HR Network. Thank you for the opportunity to make this presentation tonight. I would like to thank Cynthia and the team for putting this together. I am very excited to be with you this evening. I will be talking on 3 topics. The first one is preparing HR practitioners for the C-suite, authentic leadership, and the third is transformational coaching. You see, HR practitioners continue to struggle to gain clout in the C-suite, and there is a reason for that. The HR role has for a long time been viewed as mainly administrative. However, in most forward-thinking companies, HR leaders have mostly been consigned to managing policies and cultural initiatives. Many CEOs are disappointed in their HR people because of how some HR folks have shunned away from being strategic in their thinking, in their orientation, and in their work, but rather are comfortable focusing on mainly people, administration issues, and challenges. HR needs to focus on more complex people-focused strategies, such as improving retention. How do we retain our people? How do we engage our people so that we can get the results we need? Brand and ultimately company revenue. To be an effective and result-oriented CEO, or to have an effective and result-oriented CEO level conversation, requires a blend of understanding of what really goes on in the mind of a CEO, as well as knowing what motivates him or her to get attention. According to Ram Charan, business advisor to CEOs, corporate boards, and co-author of the book, Boards That Lead, most CEOs would like to be able to use their chief human resource officers the way they use their chief finance officers, as sounding boards and trusted partners. Rely on their skills in linking people and numbers to diagnose weaknesses and strengths in the organization. Find the right fit between employees and jobs, and advise on the talent implications of the company's strategy. Charan also lamented that it is rare to find chief human resource officers who can serve in such an active and productive role. Understanding C-suite talk will help prepare HR practitioners to be effective participants in C-level conversations. So the question is, what's C-suite talk? The starting point for HR leaders is to engage their CEOs in a strategic conversation from a business perspective rather than from an HR objective. So, if HR practitioners can focus on having conversations from a business objective standpoint rather than from a human resource perspective, it will make all the difference. This paradigm shift requires HR leaders, HR practitioners to acquire a far deeper understanding of the business in which their organizations operate than what HR leaders focus on today. So if you are working in oil and gas, you must understand oil and gas business. If you are in banking as an HR person, you must understand how that business functions, the ins and outs of the business. For HR leaders to know what's in the mind of their CEOs, they must be exposed on a regular basis to the overall business strategy, and also given enough face time in those strategy sessions. This will set up the HR practitioner for success. What are CEOs really interested in? To be able to address the needs of CEOs and be able to function effectively in the C-suite, it's important to understand what they are really interested in. And here are a few things that I believe that CEOs are interested in. Business growth to keep meeting the expectations of the board and shareholders. Innovation to keep meeting and exceeding the customer's expectation. Talent pipeline to meet the current and future growth needs of the business. External market changes that impact the business and how to respond and react to it. Attracting top talent, developing and growing that talent and keeping this talent. Culture building to ensure that the business culture is well designed and developed to meet the challenges, opportunities, and changing business landscape. Business transformation and leading change. These are what the CEOs are interested in, and some more. Conversations between CEOs and HR leaders should revolve around the best way to support the growth of the company, and secondly, whether the company has the right people to lead the charge. HR leaders must have a well-rounded knowledge of the business, and the HR agenda should line up with the business objectives. HR practitioners must best engage with top-level executives by learning more about their short-term and long-term goals. What keeps them awake at night? What are they interested in achieving within the short and the long term? Understanding what supporting organizational arrangements HR can deploy to achieve those short-term and long-term goals, and aligning these supporting organizational arrangements with the strategy of the firm. Here are some key questions for HR practitioners. Is there enough talent within the organizations with core competencies to drive business continuity, as well as those who are creatively and mentally agile enough to switch functions effortlessly? Do we have the technical skills to drive success and strengthen our market leader position? How do we ensure we remain an enabling environment where our employees feel free to be innovative, creative, grow, and thrive? How do we attract like-minded people aligned with our values, beliefs, and mission to join our organization? So, how then do you effectively prepare for the C-suite as an HR practitioner? 1, establish a foundation of talent data, because accurate data always wins. One of the problems I found with folks in HR is that we don't have data to support what we've been trying to achieve. In other words, we are more fluff rather than having hard data to support whatever we want to drive. So here are some things that HR needs to work on. To have data on who our top performers are, who our high potential employees are, what are potential target gaps, what are we doing to engage our people, are our employees performing at their peak, do we have workforce analytics using statistical models that integrate internal and external data to predict future workforce and talent-related behaviors and events. You see, this accurate real-time data, the analytics, can result in a more effective decision-making related to workforce planning and recruitment, compensation, development programs, and deploying critical talent. Number 2, for HR to be heard in the C-suite, they should focus on strategic business issues, not tactical administration. HR is better positioned to look at talent in the same way a financial planner will look at an investment portfolio. John Boudreau, in his book Retooling HR, a chief human resources officer can model potential future risks and how the organization will handle them. HR can use financial style diversification, seeking the right mix of employees in the right jobs with the right capabilities to prepare the organizations for potential changes. Number 3, HR practitioners should be able to position the company to handle growth and manage change and business transformation. HR practitioners must facilitate company growth and also prepare for sudden change. Cloud computing technology powers the best HR software, is ideally suited for this flexibility. Number 4, build for the future. That is the role of HR. How do we build for the future? How do we build the business to be able to tackle future challenges and issues? HR leaders should develop the next generation of talent, developing high potential employees to take on these future roles. Also take care of talent mobility, talent pool, and all the other good stuff. Number 5, HR practitioners must have strategic guidance ready for executive decision making. HR leaders must rely or truly understand the needs of the business and proactively recommend a talent strategy that achieves business objectives, so to be able to sit at the table with the executives. To land in the C-suite, HR practitioners must invest in themselves. They should think about the skills they need to do the job. I want to emphasize here, don't wait for your organization to pay for you to attend training programs and programs that will enhance your skill and help you do what you want to do in the future. You see, HR leaders need to understand organizational effectiveness, HR analytics, global compensation trends, strategic talent, managing trends, change management and business transformation, planning and strategy. You see, HR need to change strategy. HR need to shift the paradigm. Focusing on administration of HR issues is not going to help position you for the C-suite. You need to understand what is important for the CEOs. And when you know what is important to them, you begin to position yourself, learn the business, and be able to address the needs of these CEOs. If you do this, you'll be able to contribute effectively to the dialogue happening in the C-suite. So I hope that this gives you some perspective on what executive CEOs are interested in and position you to do what you need to do so that you can be more effective and be a candidate for the C-suite. The next topic I want to talk about is leadership authenticity. Authentic leadership. That is the next topic I wanted us to explore together. An authentic leader is that person who builds trust and legitimacy through honest relationships with followers. They act in a real, genuine, and sincere way that is true to who they really are at the core. Authentic leaders inspire trust, loyalty, and strong performance from their followers. They create enabling environment for their followers to thrive, grow, and fulfill their potential. Authentic leaders rock. The Merriam-Webster Dictionary defines authenticity as conforming to an original and being true to one's own personality, spirit, or character. The Oxford English Dictionary, on the other hand, offers a string of synonyms such as legitimacy, validity, genuineness, originality, and verity. In leadership thinking, these definitions and synonyms defines a leader who is real or is true to himself or themselves, rather than one who adopts a frontage or behaves in an insincere or two-faced manner. The word authentic is to be genuine, reliable, dependable, trustworthy, true, and accurate. The question to ask yourself is that, are you genuine? Are you reliable? Are you dependable? Are you trustworthy? Are you true and accurate? Are you a person of your word? You see, when your staff or employees or followers see you as an authentic leader, they bend backwards to ensure that you achieve optimal results. Employees are looking for authentic leaders to follow, to be associated with, grow with, and fulfill their potential. When leadership becomes a manipulation game, the followers or employees become disengaged and do the bare minimum to keep the job until they find another one. As a leader, you can develop authenticity by being truly interested in the advancement of your employee's career, be a person of your word, and be a leader your followers can depend on through the thick and the thin of economic and business upheavals. Be a trusted advisor and be available when they need you. To be a leader people want to follow, you must develop authenticity. It does not cost you much except for your personal interest to be authentic and commitment to authenticity. An authentic leader reflects on his or her actions and decisions and examines strengths and weaknesses without any bias. These leaders are aware that they are being observed by the people they lead, So they should really care about what the followers or direct reports think about them. So the question is, should you really care about what your followers think, what your direct reports think about you? Should you be concerned about the leadership image and your profile as a leader? I strongly believe you should. Self-awareness is the starting point for authentic leadership. Are you aware of who you truly are? Do you know yourself? Your legitimacy as an authentic leader is reinforced by nurturing great relationship with your direct reports and your entire team. An authentic leader values the contribution and input from team members and ensures that their input is recognized and appreciated. A truly authentic leader encourages team members to be open about issues, challenges, and obstacles to peak performance and their personal growth in the organization. A leader should ensure that the individual's growth dovetails with company's business objectives. So what is authentic? What are some of the authentic leadership components that you need to be aware of? The first one is self-awareness. Know yourself. Self-awareness relates closely to the ancient Greek idea of know thyself. It's about understanding your own inner and outer qualities and how this relates to your being a leader, knowing your strengths and weaknesses, learning about your impact on other people's lives and vice versa, developing a continuous self-exposure and development process. The second is relational transparency, being genuine. Authentic leadership rests on the concept of genuineness. When authentic leaders communicate and act, they do it honestly. There is no room for hidden agendas or mind games in authentic leadership. It seeks to create an environment where everyone knows where he or she stands in terms of his or her relations with the leader. According to Avolio and Lutheran, the more certain you are about your values and beliefs, the more clear you will become about how transparent to act with others. Being transparent may cause feelings of vulnerability at times, but should not make you so vulnerable as to invoke anxiety or invite exploitation from others. Balanced processing. Be fair-minded in whatever you do as a leader. The authentic leader doesn't just seek to make morally correct decisions, but to be fair-minded during the process. The leadership is based on openness and fairness, on an environment where opinions are not just welcomed but also encouraged. The idea is to ensure opposing viewpoints voiced in front of the leader without any trepidation. Fourth is internalized moral perspective, doing the right thing. Authentic leaders believe in doing the right thing, and they try as much as possible to work from the core. You know, I once worked with this managing director so many years ago. The company is a major conglomerate. They bought a new processing plant. And when they got there, they discovered that the company is not making as much money as they thought. So they decided to do a due diligence. So they did an organizational review and recognized that, no, they have to do something. The suggestion from the people who carried out the org review suggested that they lay off about 300 people. The managing director decided to look at the salaries of the top executives and the salaries of the 300. And he found out that the salaries of the 3 executives makes up the salary of the 300 that needs to be let go. So the MD decided that in order to let go these 300, he will keep them and find out ways of improving the organization. That is what I call leading from the core, authentic leadership. He thought about, am I going to let go all these people? They have families, they have people they are feeding, they have school fees they have to pay, they have all sorts of things that they have to take care of. So he decided, I'm not going to let go these people. It's not a popular decision, but he did it. Fast forward, the results were phenomenal. The 300 people were committed to make things change. And so change happened and the organization started making some good profits. So As an authentic leader, lead from the core, lead from your personal convictions and not just wanting to please others. So what are some of the characteristics of authentic leaders? They demonstrate genuine transparency, openness, candor, and humility. They are accountable and accept responsibility for personal mistakes and that of the team. They lead by example from the core or from within and demonstrate honesty and integrity in every action and decision. They strive to always do the right thing, balancing the needs and demands of the organization and those they lead. They accept human failure in a compassionate and non-judgmental manner. They have a high level of emotional intelligence showcased through self-awareness, self-regulation, and reflective behaviors in tandem with their own values and working relationships. They take a realistic and holistic view by acknowledging and accepting both strengths and weaknesses in themselves and others. They are determined and resilient and are driven by principles and values, demonstrating reliability and consistency in action, and not being easily influenced by external pressures and challenges, just like I've talked about in the case of this MD. They engage with others in a human and personalized manner, believing in the significance of interpersonal relationships. They have the ability to hold, incorporate, and coordinate multiple perspectives in decision making to create value and meaning for stakeholders. So what are some of the benefits of leading authentically? Better relational engagement. You relate better with people, you are able to engage them for results. Better alignment and better performance outcomes. When people believe in you, when they know that you are for them and you are working with them, they make sure that they perform at their peak. Better at instilling and maintaining trust and cohesion with stakeholders and those they lead. Exceptional at building and maintaining positive and rewarding working relationships. Better stakeholder engagement and agreements. An authentic leader is more in tune with their own strengths, development needs, values, and principles. And also, teams that work with authentic leaders tend to demonstrate consistent and progressive improvement in engagement, performance, satisfaction, and better ability to manage conflict. It's important to be an authentic leader. You know, these days, leaders try to just think about themselves. And I believe that that is not going to be helpful at all. If you are a leader, you need to be able to support your team through the thick and the thin. Lead from the core, lead from the heart, so that at the end of the day, when all is said and done, people will believe in you and they know that you did your best to ensure that you do the right thing. So I would suggest that you work on being an authentic leader and do the best you can so that people can follow you, or you can be just that leader that people like to follow. Authentic leadership is the way to go. It's not easy, but it works. If you begin to help people trust you through authentic leadership, you have it made. My final topic this evening is transformational coaching. Coaching has become a big thing these days because coaching is helping transform businesses, people's lives. Coaching is helping shape the trajectory of people's lives and helping them achieve their objectives. There are great coaches and not so great coaches. The coaches that are transforming lives are those who work at a deeper level, impacting people's lives. The great coaches are helping unearth people's challenges and helping them achieve their strategic objectives. So coaching is a great thing. I believe in coaching. And more importantly, I believe in that coaching that transforms lives. There is a difference between knowing and doing, because knowing something is not the same as doing it. You know that you need to be at a certain weight and yet you keep eating the wrong things and therefore you are not achieving the goals and you don't have energy to do the things you want to do. You see, coaching helps you change that. Coaching is helping businesses move away from failure because, leaders have challenges. And if you can help a leader think differently, you can help a leader think a certain way, then the results will follow. So I want to talk about transformational coaching. Transformational coaching emerged from the work of learning theorist Jacques Mézières, but has also drawn from many more thinkers, philosophers, psychologists, and practitioners to create a profound way of working. Transformational coaching is still in its early stages as coaching emerges from its earlier limited focus on performance and skills development. Transformation has become a popular term in business. That's why we have business transformation, leadership, and coaching circles. All transformation is change, but not all change is transformation. Transformation is by definition a thorough or dramatic change in form or character, a metamorphosis of sorts. Although we change all the time, we certainly do not transform all the time. Transformational coaching involves helping people bettering themselves and their lives by bringing about necessary changes. A transformational coach works at a deeper level. Their focus is on helping the client explore the underlying assumptions, beliefs, values, and expectations, personal attitudes that shape their experience of themselves, their world, and other people. Transformational coaching seeks to explore what is at the heart of the challenge. What is the root cause of the problem? Transformational coaches help their clients answer the question, who do I need to be in order for my goals or dreams to become a reality? To facilitate this process, a transformational coach supports the client to dive below the surface and immerse themselves in self-exploration to examine their beliefs, their values, their images, their interpretations about who they are, and their purpose and place in this world. Transformational coaches help their clients operate at a deeper level, look at what is in the repository of their subconscious minds. Why do people experience the life as they do? That is the work of transformational coaches. From a coaching client, it requires the willingness to face shadowy fears and beliefs in order to become free of patterns of thought and emotions that have held them captive for many, many years. It is the job of the transformational coach to help the client unearth at a deeper level what is really affecting their performance. The main purpose of transformational coaching is to get to the essence, to the root cause or heart of the matter, to explore the real issues. This is a space of light and shadow, of fear and joy, of limitations and grand possibilities. Transformational coaching enables people to attend to the structures which underlie their sense of self, who they believe they are, and then through an exploration of being who they desire to be. Transformational coaching must focus on the real issues, not just gloss over them. They should focus on the root. They should dive below the surface. They should get to the essence of the problems, why people do what they do and why they don't do what they are supposed to be doing. They are supposed to help illuminate the client's inner operating system. What is causing the results? Why are these thoughts coming? Why are they getting the results that they are getting? And why are they not really doing what they need to do? So let's briefly look at the qualities of a transformational coach, because if you want to win as a coach, a transformational coach, you have to have some qualities. The first one is you must have a genuine curiosity. A good transformational coach will have a genuine curiosity about people and the world in general. Approaching anything from the standpoint of curiosity opens up limitless possibilities and opportunities to learn and grow. Curiosity allows you to ask better and more impactful questions, while at the same time being open to new and often unplanned avenues of discovery. Curiosity fosters your ability to ask questions of your clients that help them understand their own feelings and how they impact their success. Being curious will allow you to be better listener to your clients. When you can successfully quiet your teaching mind and use your listening mind with clients, you will find that you can ask more useful questions. The second quality is the ability to empathize. The Merriam-Webster Dictionary defines empathy as the action of understanding and vicariously experiencing the feelings, thoughts, and experiences of another without having the feelings, thoughts, and experiences fully communicated. A successful transformational coach will be able to create a connection with the client through empathy. This connection will then allow the clients to eliminate or reduce any embarrassment or shame they may feel about situations in their lives. This interpersonal connection and rapport is key to a trusting coach-client relationship. The third quality is a sincere love for helping people. It's Zig Ziglar who said, if you can help enough people get what they want, they will help you get what you want. So you must have a sincere love for helping people, because the more people you help, the more you can also achieve your objectives. Transformation coaching can be a very lucrative profession. It is essential that these coaches have a sincere passion for helping others and an unwavering desire to help them make progress in critical areas of their lives. There is a great deal of personal and professional satisfaction available to transformational coaches because they have unlimited opportunities to help other people achieve their dreams. If you can help enough people get what they want, achieve their dreams, they will help you achieve yours as well. Quality number 4, ability to challenge people to be more, do more, and give more. The very best transformational coaches challenge their clients so they gain a deeper understanding of their issues. A transformational coach challenges clients in a way that causes them to face the reality surrounding them with clarity, focus, and honesty. Quality number 5, they need to be non-opinionated. As a transformational coach, your job is not to give client advice. It is to facilitate clients finding solutions to barriers to success in their career or personal life. And transformational coaches must be honest and stay honest. Preserve your integrity. Your coaching relationship with clients depend on trust. So that is in a nutshell what I want to talk about transformational coaching, and I believe that the future is for those coaches who can help transform lives, can help transform businesses, can help people get to the core of their problems, the root causes, and when you do that, you have it made. It takes time to be a great transformational coach, but you've seen some of the qualities of transformational coaches, and as you coach people, as you learn the art of transformational coaching, you will do a great job succeeding at it.